In 2 minutes time, children, we'll start
Trial
discussing
version.
the answers, so get ready.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
And Aditi, your class teacher was Chandana Sarkar, ma'am, right?
Yes, ma'am. Right.
I'll just find out how she used to deal with this
Ma'am,
girl.
she was not she was not with me in 9 and 10, but ma'am, she was probably in section A or B.
Acha.
But I have had
Trial
her
version.
with me in a lot of previous years. In a lot of years.
Trial
Okay,
version.
okay.
Ma'am, she was
Anyone
not in
else?
section A. Ma'am, she was not in section A.
Trial version.
Acha, so with whom was she 9 and 10? Anyone out here?
Trial version.
Any
Ma'am,
GDP
I
girl
was
here?
in the same tuition with her.
Forget the
Trial
tuition.
version.
Tuition, though, they are like in a different world altogether. I'm talking about the
Ma'am,
school.
for A section,
Trial
I
version.
think Corna ma'am was there as a class teacher in class 9 and
Okay,
10.
okay, okay, okay.
Trial
Nila
version.
Bhusra was there, right, right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Okay. Anunda, the first answer.
Trial version. Trial version.
Ma'am, in the given who is talking?
Trial version.
Yeah. Voice is cracking. Alonso is talking to?
Gonzalo.
Trial
Correct.
version.
And where were they coming from?
Ma'am,
Trial version.
they are coming from
Sorry, they were coming from?
Trial version.
ma'am, the shipwreck.
Hey. Name
Trial
the
version.
name the place they were coming from. Where were they? Suppose I say, Anunda,
Trial
you have
version.
come to my house. I say, where are you coming from? You won't say I'm coming from the road. You're coming from
Trial
home.
version.
So where are you coming from? So tell that place, name of the place, Anunda.
Trial version.
Where was the ship coming from?
Trial version. Trial version.
Ma'am, Milan.
No.
Trial
Forgotten
version.
everything, even with the book open. Shreya,
Ma'am,
where?
Tunis.
Binita marbo
Trial
আমি
version.
তোকে. Have I asked you? আমি বলেছি মারবো because she has given the
Trial
uttor and the
version.
right answer. Yes, coming from Tunis.
Trial version.
Because remember, they were coming from Tunis after getting Claribel married.
Trial version.
Okay, Priyanshu, what does Alonso mean? The second answer.
Trial version.
Gonzalo's words is meaningless to him as he's in
Trial version.
as he's not in the right sense, in the right condition, and
Trial version.
that's why his words are against the stomach of his sense.
You'll have to explain it a
version.
little bit, Priyanshu. You will get 1 mark on that. Okay, let me ask Ankit Bose.
Trial version.
The same answer, number 2.
Trial version.
No, I couldn't do, man.
What?
Trial version.
No, I couldn't do.
Why? With the book open, you couldn't do? What a strange
Trial
thing.
version.
Binita, tell us the answer.
By the line against
Trial
the
version.
stomach of my sense, Alonso means that Gonzalo is forcibly trying to feed him
Trial
more and
version.
more words, although he has no appetite for them.
Absolutely. Although he has no
Trial
appetite, or in fact, you can write, although he does not have the inclination.
Trial
Use this
version.
word now. Although Alonso does not have the inclination to be
Trial version.
consoled. Write it like this, that although he does not have the inclination
Trial
to be
version.
consoled, Sina entry denied, coming at 923.
Trial
Although
version.
he did not have the inclination to be consoled, Gonzalo was forcefully
Trial
trying
version.
to feed him with words of consolation. That is the meaning of
Trial
this line.
version.
Shreya, number 3.
Trial version.
Ma'am, Alonso.
Okay, just a minute, Shreya. Akshat wants me
Trial
to
version.
repeat the answer number 2. By the expression or by the
Trial
line,
version.
Alonso wants to mean that although he does not have the desire or
Trial
the
version.
inclination to be consoled by Gonzalo, Gonzalo
Trial
was
version.
constantly or continuously trying to feed him with words of
Trial version.
consolation. Got it, Akshat?
Trial version.
Go on, Shreya.
Ma'am,
Trial version.
Alonso's son, as Alonso thought, died in the tempest or shipwreck, and
Correct.
his mother
Trial
was married
version.
so far away that she was also dead to him.
Perfect. Very good.
Trial
Alonso
version.
had lost his son because he thought, or Alonso presumed. Please use that
Trial
word.
version.
Alonso presumed that he had lost his son in the shipwreck.
Trial version.
And he had married his daughter off so far away in Tunis in North
Trial
Africa that it was figuratively like losing her forever.
Trial version.
Should I repeat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I said
Trial version.
Alonso presumes that he has lost his son Ferdinand
version.
in the shipwreck. If you want to, you can add the word recent. In the
Trial
recent
version.
shipwreck, full stop. He has married off his daughter Claribel
Trial
so
version.
far off in Tunis in North Africa
Trial
that
version.
figuratively he thinks he has lost her because it was impossible
Trial
to
version.
reach out to her. Is it okay? Clear?
Trial version.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me ask Adrija. Number
Trial
4.
version.
Any two ways.
Yes, ma'am. Francisco a
Trial
lot
version.
tries to comfort the king by saying maybe the prince is still alive, but the king is certain that
Trial
the
version.
Ferdinand is gone and wishes everyone to leave him in peace.
No.
Trial
There were so
version.
many things he said, I saw my dear king, I saw him doing this, I saw him doing that.
Trial
That is
version.
what the question demanded.
Okay, ma'am.
You have got it wrong.
Trial
Tamanna,
version.
can you tell the answer? Left the meeting.
Trial version.
Ankita Datta,
Yes,
Trial
ma'am.
version.
say.
The two ways by which Francisco tries to
Trial
console
version.
Alonso are he had seen him beating the waves under him and had kept
Trial version.
himself
Point 1.
above
Beating
the
the
water.
waves. Yes, and point 2.
Trial version.
I couldn't get you, Ankita, after that. You said
Trial
beating the
version.
waves. Then what did you say?
He had kept himself
Trial
afloat the
version.
water. He had
Correct.
kept himself
That means
alive.
riding upon their back.
Trial
First
version.
point, beating the waves. Second point, riding upon their back. Third
Trial
point,
version.
he had breasted the most swollen surge. He had kept
Trial
himself
version.
above. He had oared himself with lusty strokes. There are so many, mention any two.
Trial version.
But one thing, remember, children. If the question does not say
Trial
mention
version.
any two, and if it simply says, how does Francisco try to console
Trial
Alonso?
version.
You have to give 4. I'll tell you why. Because it's a 2-mark question
Trial version.
and there will be half for each. So half into 4 equal to 2. So
Trial
I'll just
version.
repeat the answer. First point, had seen him beating the surge or
Trial
beating
version.
the waves. Second point, riding upon their back.
Trial
Third
version.
point, kept his head above the waves. Or in other words,
Trial
you can
version.
write he kept himself afloat, as Ankita said. Fourth point, he
Trial version.
oared himself with lusty strokes. Oared himself with lusty
Trial version.
strokes. And the fifth point is he breasted the most swollen surge.
Trial
Write
version.
any four. If they do not mention, but here any two is okay.
Can you
Trial
repeat the
version.
third point?
I don't remember which was the third. I'll repeat all four, Adrija. Beating the
Trial
surge,
version.
Adrija, 1. Riding upon their back, number 2.
Trial version.
Then keeping his head above the waves or keeping himself afloat.
Trial version.
AFLOAT. Fourth point is he oared himself with lusty
version.
strokes. And fifth, he breasted the most swollen
Trial
surge.
version.
These are the 5 all together.
version.
All 5 are there. You can choose and pick or pick and choose. Have you now got
Trial
them,
version.
Adrija?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let me ask
Trial
Pratusha. Part 5. What strange gift?
Trial version. Trial version.
Pratusha, can you hear me?
Trial version.
Shinjini?
Trial version.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, number 5.
Gonzalo
Trial
would
version.
carry back this magical island to Milan and would gift it to his
Trial
son
version.
for an apple.
Why did you say Milan?
Trial version.
From Naples.
Correct.
Trial version.
We'll go back to Naples. So see, in such a case, Shinjini, you don't mention
Trial
Milan,
version.
Naples, anything. It was anyway not needed, you will say home. He
Trial
will
version.
carry back the enchanted island home in his pocket and give it to
Trial
his son
version.
for an apple. Perfect. Okay, Rakesh, give the
Trial
meaning of
version.
the word cram.
By feeding forcefully.
Trial
Very
version.
good. Feeding forcefully. Okay, Navya, what is the meaning of the word dense?
Trial version. Trial version.
Coming dense. How have you written?
Trial version. Trial version.
You didn't write? Couldn't hear her.
Trial version.
Vijay Lakshmi?
Trial version.
Ma'am, I've written coming back from a certain place.
No, coming was
Trial
already there,
version.
Vijay Lakshmi. So dense, you'll only have to write for dense. Dense will be
Trial
From
version.
there.
From there.
from there. From there. Just don't
Trial
write
version.
there, you will not get marks. From there. So we have worked out
Trial
the
version.
extract. And hopefully you have taken down the answers, right? So let's continue a
Trial
bit.
version.
We have 10 minutes, let's continue. Now, before I continue, please tell
Trial
me if you
version.
have any problem with the part that we had done. If you have a
Trial
question,
version.
if you have a doubt, I'll first clarify that. Because there are a lot of puns,
Trial
there are a
version.
lot of double meanings.
Trial version.
Any question, anybody?
Trial version.
You know, you can only have a question when you have read the text. If you don't
Trial
have a
version.
question, I am not feeling happy that I taught you well. No,
Trial
I am
version.
actually feeling more concerned because you have not gone through the text.
Trial version.
Does anyone have any question?
Trial version.
Ma'am, like,
Aditi?
ma'am, if the question
version.
comes like, why do you think Alonso married off his daughter so
Trial
far
version.
away from
Council
Italy?
will not give you. Council will not, first of all, give you. If council
Trial
gives,
version.
whenever, suppose there is any question, why do you think? Trust me,
Trial
you will
version.
write what you think. If you are logically able to prove, remember when the first
Trial
English class
version.
started, I said, English is a subject where 2 plus 2 can be 0 and 2 plus 2 can even be 10.
Trial version.
If you can, yes, this is not maths. Okay.
Trial
So
version.
in this particular class, if you can logically prove why, I give my logic.
Trial version.
That was my reason. For economic prosperity and for strengthening his own
Trial
country.
version.
Write that then. Any other question? Any other
Trial
query?
version.
Soham, do you
Trial
have any
version.
question?
No.
Trial version.
No?
No.
So can I ask you a question?
Trial version.
Yes.
Very good. Can you turn on the video? That is
Yes.
the first
Version.
question. Okay.
Yes.
That answer has been given. Yes, ma'am.
Trial version.
Okay. Let me first give the answer to my first question. Let me first see him. Then I'll ask him
Trial
the question.
version.
Come fast.
Trial version. Trial version.
And while you are coming, be ready with this answer.
Trial version.
What was the reaction of Claribel to the proposal of marriage? Soham,
Trial
fast.
version.
Yeah. How did Claribel react when her father said
Trial
that you will be
version.
getting married to the king of Tunis? Was she jumping in joy? Yo, yes,
Trial
father,
version.
I wanted to marry him. I love TDH, tall, dark, handsome. Did she say
Trial
that?
version.
What was her response?
Trial version.
Ma'am, she did not have any other choice.
But yeah, she did
Trial
not have any
version.
other choice, understood. But what was her reaction? Happy,
Trial
sad,
version.
upset? What was she?
Trial version.
She was?
Trial version. Trial version.
You know, if there is something that really, really irks me, children, let me tell you, remaining quiet.
Trial version.
Just don't sit like a zombie. Tell me the answer, whatever you
Trial
know.
version.
What was her reaction? Use common
Trial
sense.
version.
We had talked so much about racial discrimination. How did she react when
Trial
her father
version.
came with the proposal?
Trial version.
Soham,
Trial version. Trial version.
now I know, you know why Chandana ma'am loses her temper.
Trial version.
I really,
Ma'am,
really
I
know
was
it.
having problem turning on my mic.
Trial
Sorry?
version.
Ma'am, I was having problem turning on my mic.
Forget it, you type it out for
Trial
me.
version.
Just give me the reaction. Not your reaction,
Trial version.
but Claribel's reaction to the marriage.
Trial version. Trial
You know,
version.
one thing I think that COVID-19 has done to all of you. If you were lazy, COVID has
Trial
made you
version.
triple lazy. True. You have all become
Trial
slothful
version.
like Caliban, excepting a few. And I
Trial
cannot even
version.
send an aerial to pinch you.
Trial version.
I cannot wake you up from your sleep. You have all become zombies.
Trial version.
Where is the answer?
Trial version.
There is no answer.
Trial version.
You know, every time I sit down
Trial
to take the
version.
class, I tell myself, SRC, Thandrak,
Trial
keep
version.
peace, keep calm, keep cool. Control, control, control.
Trial
Because
version.
had you met me in a physical class, I would not have cared a damn. I would have just given you
Trial
one.
version. Trial version.
Yes, Soham, you said your mic is not working. What is problem with your fingers?
Trial version.
Fingers not working? Are they frozen?
version.
Claribel was upset having to marry the king on her father's wish. And what had she done?
Trial version.
What had she done when she heard? She requested her father, or did she say, okay, I will?
Trial version.
Yes, she was upset.
Trial
Okay, let's
version.
leave it at that. I think we stopped it. So is the dearest of the laws.
Trial
Correct?
version.
My Lord
Ma'am, we have to
Sebastian.
start the
Trial
line.
version.
Ma'am, just before that, please stop. Ma'am, we have to start from so is the dearest.
We'll
Trial
start with
version.
Alonso. So is the dearest of the laws, right? So please
Yes.
underline. Please underline and
Trial
write down.
version.
I have suffered the most amongst you all.
Trial version.
I have suffered the most amongst you all.
Trial version. Trial version.
You know, Bangla, we say something. যে মরে আছে তাকে আর
Trial
মেরো না।
version.
Someone who's already half dead. Why are you trying to kind of kill him?
Trial
What is
version.
the point in killing a man who's already dead? So the same has happened with
Trial
Alonso.
version.
He was already sad because he has lost his son and daughter. On top of that, you
Trial
are
version.
scolding the man, you're abusing the man. Kya kar diya tumne? Why did you take
Trial
us? So he
version.
says, you know, I have suffered the most. Gonzalo says, my Lord
Trial
Sebastian, the truth that you speak doth lack some
Trial
gentleness.
version.
Please underline doth lack some gentleness and write down.
Trial
You
version.
are speaking too brutally. You are speaking
Trial version.
too brutally.
Trial version.
Number one, and the time to speak it in. The
Trial
time to
version.
speak it in means this is an inappropriate time.
Trial
This
version.
is an inappropriate time. Think about it. A father
Trial version.
presumes that he has just lost his son. A father knows I have technically
Trial
lost
version.
my daughter. At that juncture, you are telling that father, kya kar diya bhaiya
Trial
aapne?
version.
Just for you, you know, bhaiya, this has happened to all of us. And the bhaiya is
Trial
very, very
version.
sad. So Gonzalo says, sir, it's not the right time. It's not
Trial
the right
version.
moment. You rub the sore when you should bring the plaster.
Trial version.
Please underline rub the sore when you should bring the plaster and write down. This
Trial
is a
version.
time, this is a time when you should be soothing the
Trial
wound.
version.
This is a time when you should be soothing
Trial
the
version.
wound. In fact, besides soothing, write down another one.
Trial
Healing.
version.
Soothing or healing the wound, not intensifying
version.
the hurt. Not intensifying the hurt.
Trial version.
What we in Bengali we say kata ghai nune cheta dewa.
Trial version.
If you already have the cut, why should I intensify the cut? If Aditi
Trial
has
version.
failed miserably in all the subjects, yeah, Priyanshu.
Trial version.
Imagine she has failed in all the subjects and poor Aditi is so sad sitting with her
Trial
report
version.
card. And on top of that, we all go to Aditi and say, see Aditi, if you had only
Trial
studied,
version.
if you had not kind of, you know, talked so much in the class rather than talking, if you
Trial
had
version.
focused more on writing. Poor Aditi, anyway, she's suffering because she has failed and everyone
Trial
will go
version.
to class 12. Only Aditi will have to repeat 1 year in 11. I took you
Trial
because
version.
that will not happen. It will not happen. Come on. Even we know that, touch wood. The last
Trial
thing
version.
anyone will expect. So what happens is, you know, we are actually being very brutal.
Trial version.
That is a time when we should sit down beside Aditi and try to console her and saying, it's okay, Aditi.
version.
You have another year, Aditi. Don't worry, Aditi. So anyway,
version.
so this is a time when you should be rubbing, not rubbing the sore, you should be bringing
Trial
the
version.
plaster. Sebastian says, just a word, very well.
Trial version.
It's 9:42. I won't keep you. You might be having classes. We will
Trial
continue
version.
with this on Tuesday. And please, children, what I feel is,
Trial version.
apart from a few of you, the others are not even reading the text. Even with the textbook
Trial
open,
version.
they can't find answers like Mr. Ankit Bose. He doesn't know where the answer is.
Trial version.
Mr. Bose, can you turn on the video for a minute?
Trial version.
I don't know what has happened to Ankit nowadays. He forgets giving me the attendance.
Trial
He
version.
has the book open, but you know, he can't find the answer. You know, there are two things
Trial
when
version.
people behave in that way. I don't know which one has happened with you. I'm not going to mention that
Trial
even
version.
online. I don't know. Maybe we'll
Ma'am,
talk.
I think you are right.
I think now Priyanshu says we are right, okay?
Trial version.
Look at Ankit. Now he's like, oh, man. Okay, whatever it
Trial
is, then
version.
congratulations, good news, whatever. But please, you're getting distracted nowadays.
Trial version.
On a serious note, you are not that other day in the PTM when your mother
Trial
was
version.
asking, and I told her all nice things about you. Very responsible,
Trial
doing
version.
everything. Now I have to call her up and say, Ja bolechi, shop bhul bolechi. I'm taking back all I said.
No, ma'am.
Trial
No, ma'am.
version.
No, ma'am? খালি মাথা চুলকাচ্ছিস কেন? People do that when they're guilty of something
Trial
that they have
version.
done. What have you done?
No, ma'am. No. Ma'am,
No, ma'am?
nothing, ma'am.
Nothing, ma'am. Okay,
Trial
even if you
version.
do anything, I am not really worried about that. It is a particularly kind of,
Trial
right
version.
age to whatever you want to do, but within limit and restriction.
Trial
So,
version.
Okay.
please study the text. On a serious note, everyone please study Act 2 Scene
Trial
1
version.
till the portion I have taught. Because Tuesday I'm going to ask you oral questions.
Trial version.
And
Okay.
I'll make a list of all the questions from Act 1 Scene 2 and I'll give it to you for your
Trial
vacation work.
version.
Okay? And just give me a reminder, children, on Tuesday, I'll forget it,
Trial
to
version.
talk about your ISC project for class 11. You
Trial
will have to
version.
submit a literature project. Just remind me. I'll talk about that. Okay? Thank you very
Trial
much.
Okay,
version.
ma'am.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Trial
ma'am.
version.
Aditi, just stay back for one minute.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. এই যে
Thank you,
আরেক
Thank you, ma'am.
Trial version.
আমার লাজুক ছেলে ও আসে কখন আসে বুঝি না
Trial version. 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 Trial version.